Boom. So, there's been another trick. Honestly, I'm kind of angry at myself for not discovering this on my own, because it's essentially a trick, an extension of the meat locker, where you freeze the meat off of the auto builder. Only this time we use choo-choo jellies, and we'll test it both in hot and cold. But the video I saw does it in the cold. And let me just make sure I want to cite the right people. Who was it that I saw do this? Because I saw someone who did not claim it themselves. By my history, it was... Oh yeah, Priza. Prizzaa. Priza Gaming Channel is the one who showed this to me. Oh, you can already see that's why it works, as it dropped it right off of my sword. Anything that does that, I believe this will work for. But as far as I know, we're limited on what does that. We can do some tests. But first, let me go ahead and display what we got going on here. It's essentially the same thing. You do go into your auto builder. Well, first you got to build it. So you saw I had that choo-choo jelly on the weapon, and then I fused a bunch of them together, and now I have an auto build right here that has a bunch of them on it. 20, you can go with more than 20, but 20 is the most drops you can acquire, so there's really no reason to do more than 20. And yeah, there it goes. Choo choo. Oh, those are Ilgon. Sorry. I, I just got so excited. I actually don't use duplication glitches myself. I don't have any problem with them. I just don't. Okay. I think it's cheating, but I don't have any problem with people who use them. I just don't use them myself. The reason why this is cool is if you don't want fiery boys, all you need to do is apply electricity. And boop, look at that. And then they'll sizzle back up and change back because we're in the hot area. Mind the time, because that's how long it'll take for the auto build to do the same thing. Let's wash them off. Oh, that exploded. Huh, interesting. But let's ice them. There we go. Yeah, see? So you can get as many choo-choos of whatever flavor and variety you'd like. Oh, can I perform? Oh, okay. Hazardous work here. Let's have a drink. Nice. And I'll destroy the evidence before Nintendo sees. Oh! I always forget that. I always forget that. Wait. Anyway, so I have an idea. There's probably some other ones we could do this with. Other food items. Aside from meat, which includes poultry and chicken, and probably fish. I mean, fish as well. The thing is that with the food items, once they get roasted, they're no longer, you can no longer cook with them. They become a meal. So most of that is not going to be terribly useful. And I don't think you can thaw it out and reverse that process, because especially since once you pick it up, it's in your inventory. Um, and it's in your inventory under food, and you can't drop food. So I'm not really seeing a lot of ways we could abuse this, except maybe getting like really, like you could copy a bunch of like, I don't know, roasted hardy truffles and get a big stack of like food items that heal you a lot when you eat one of them. But you could do the same thing with the gourmet meats. I think the gourmet meat is the most expensive thing you could do this kind of trick with. But in theory, it should also work with the mushrooms. Basically anything that's going to roast out in the wild like this. And poop. So yeah, anything that will roast, you can do this duplication with. Like I wish I had realized that when I saw the meat locker because yeah, it works with any of the items that roast. But unfortunately, when the items roast, they're no longer viable for cooking. So it's really only useful for duplicating to sell for rupees or to use as healing items. Yeah, I can't think of anything where it would actually be useful. Like like aside from the jellies. Does the same thing work on key size? Does will this transform? I guess not, because it's not transforming. Yeah, okay. Key size don't do it. Wasn't sure. Didn't think so. But then it'd be like really easy to get whatever kind you wanted. Um, yeah, so unfortunately it only really works with the food items, and unfortunately that's only useful in for getting rupees. And I'm pretty sure I haven't checked the price of the roasted hardy bass or hardy salmon yet, but I'm pretty sure the gourmet meat is the most expensive item to roast and then sell. Um, and then for the choo choo jellies, I mean those are useful, obviously. So being able to duplicate those is pretty cool. Uh, so enjoy that. As you can see, it's very easy. Again, the reason why you don't want to do more than 20 on your stack, though, is watch here. As these ones appear, the other ones are going to vanish. You can only have around 20, I think it's 20 exactly, items spawned in. Yeah, it looks like 20 exactly. None of the other choo-choos survived. So, yeah, there you go. Choo-choo dupes. It's an extension of the meat locker. Um, choo-choo locker? Jelly locker? Jelly shots. Shots. Jelly shots. Anyway, I'll let you know if I discover anything else. I mean, I didn't discover this, but I mean, like, I'm a reporter now. Yeah, I'm a reporter now. We got a studio and everything. We're gonna start bringing the news. The Zelda news. Yeah, it's hot.